Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Saira Mujtaba with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to interact with leading economists in New Delhi this afternoon. India asks Pakistan to take credible and sustainable action to address global concerns on terrorism. One terrorist killed in an encounter with security forces in Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir. Gunfight still on. CBI registers case against Air Force and Defence Ministry officials and arms dealer Sanjay Bhandari in 2009 Pilatus aircraft deal. Sri Lanka extends state of emergency imposed after Easter Sunday attacks by another month. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, India to play Afghanistan at Southampton in a short while from now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with leading economists in New Delhi this afternoon. The meeting is expected to deliberate upon economic policy roadmap for promoting growth and employment generation. It is being organized by government think tank Niti Aayog. Sectoral experts and industrialists are also expected to participate. The meeting assumes significance as it comes ahead of the presentation of the budget on the 5th of next month by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. India has asked Pakistan to take credible, verifiable, irreversible and sustainable measures to address global concerns related to terrorism and terror financing emanating from its soil. In response to a media query regarding Financial Action Task Force or FATF's decision to continuously keep Pakistan in the grey list, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said, New Delhi expects Islamabad to take all necessary steps to effectively implement the action plan of the Paris-based global body fully by September this year. Here is a report.
FATF yesterday said that Pakistan had failed to complete its action plan on terror financing and warned Islamabad to meet its commitment by October or face action which could possibly lead to the country getting blacklisted. The External Affairs Ministry spokesperson said Pakistan should take all necessary steps to effectively implement FATF's action plan and it should be in accordance with its political commitment. FATF is working to curb terror financing and money laundering and has asked Pakistan to reassess the operation of banned terrorist outfits in the country. In June last year, the FATF placed Pakistan on the grey list of countries whose domestic laws are considered weak to tackle the challenges of money laundering and terrorism financing. With Sheila, Anuja Kumar for AIR News.
In Jammu and Kashmir, one terrorist was killed in an encounter with security forces in Baramulla district this morning. The encounter broke out during a routine patrolling by the forces at Bhujthalan in Boniar police station area. Officials said additional security forces have been rushed and a massive operation has been launched in the entire forest area. The CBI has registered a case against unknown officials of the Indian Air Force, Ministry of Defence and controversial arms dealer Sanjay Bhandari for alleged corruption in the procurement of 75 Pilatus basic trainer aircraft in 2009. Officials today said the CBI also carried out searches at the residence and office of Bhandari in connection with the deal. Switzerland-based Pilatus Aircraft Limited has also been named as an accused by the CBI in the case pertaining to the charges of irregularities and bribe of 339 crore rupees in the procurement. Over 6 crore farmers across the country have been benefited under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme till now. A sum of 1,230 crore rupees have been credited directly to the bank accounts of farmers' families. The ambit of the scheme has been expanded to cover all farmers in the country, irrespective of the size of their land holdings. Giving this information in a written reply in the Rajya Sabha yesterday, Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister Narendra Singh Tomar said an additional 2 crore farmers will be covered under the scheme. Newly elected Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla has said he will try to conduct parliamentary proceedings effectively so that every member could have their say in the House. Talking to media for the first time as Speaker yesterday, Mr. Birla said meaningful dialogue in the parliamentary committees would enrich the House proceedings. He also said adopting best practices of parliamentary procedures of various countries will pave the way to effective functioning of the House. Mr. Birla said a training program has been devised for 265 first-timer MPs, and for their convenience, an app will be developed for easy access of digital library, which will help them understand every parliamentary procedure. Justice Raghavendra Singh Chauhan was sworn in as Chief Justice of Telangana High Court in Hyderabad this morning. Governor E.S.L. Narasimhan administered the oath of office to Justice Chauhan at Raj Bhavan. Justice Chauhan is the second Chief Justice of the Telangana High Court after the bifurcation of the erstwhile Andhra Pradesh High Court last year. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, his cabinet colleagues and judges of the High Court, among others, attended the ceremony. In Assam, an additional list of Draft National Register of Citizens or NRC will be published on Wednesday. Official sources said all preparations are being made to publish the additional draft. However, the NRC authority made it clear that the additional draft will not contain results of disposal of claims and objections. The additional draft will be published at designated NRC Seva Kendra, Deputy Commissioner, SDO Civil and Circle Officer offices, and online as well. Our correspondent reports that the final NRC draft, published in July last year, did not include names of 40 lakh people. The NRC authority has given opportunity to file claims and objections, and of late the hearings of claims and objections are being carried out. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar today said credibility is the USP of Doordarshan, and it is the biggest direct-to-home or DTH operator that connects millions of people across the country. Speaking at a ceremony to mark the distribution of free DD dish set-top boxes in Srinagar, Mr. Javadekar said more than 700 TV channels in almost every language are functional across the country. He said from today, free DTH set-top boxes are being distributed across the country, adding that 100 channels are free.
देश भर में जहां दूर दराज का एरिया है, सीमा पर है, या लेफ्ट विंग एक्सट्रीमिज्म का एरिया है, जहां टीवी के डीटीएच ऑपरेटर्स भी नहीं पहुंचते, जहां लोगों को कनेक्टिविटी नहीं मिलती, ऐसे दूर दराज के क्षेत्रों में मुफ्त में डीटीएच का ये सेट टॉप बॉक्स लोगों को दिया जाएगा, तो उनको 100 चैनल भी मुफ्त दिखेंगे और एंटरटेनमेंट, ये दोनों उनके पास आ जाएगा.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Sri Lanka has extended by another month the state of emergency imposed after the Easter Sunday attacks. A Gazette notification issued by President Maithripala Sirisena extended the emergency with effect from today. The Gazette said President is of the opinion that the extension was necessary in the interest of public security and the preservation of public order. More from our Colombo correspondent.
The emergency has been extended for the second time after it was imposed on April 22nd, a day after Easter Sunday attacks. The emergency provisions are to enable armed forces action against terrorist groups, and government has claimed it has not affected normal daily life. Security forces are continuing with their hunt against radical fundamentalist groups, and around 100 people are in custody for interrogation. It is now becoming clear that Easter attacks were primarily the handiwork of local radical groups, for which Islamic State later claimed responsibility. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Colombo.
Facebook has launched the world's most detailed and advanced population density map using artificial intelligence or AI for Bangladesh and other countries of Asia Pacific. The map shows an estimate of the number of people living within 30-meter grid tiles. It includes demographic data such as the number of children under 5 as well as the number of women of reproductive age. US President Donald Trump has nominated Mark Esper to be the Secretary of Defense. The White House said this late yesterday. Esper, who is Secretary of the Army, was named acting Pentagon Chief after Patrick Shanahan withdrew his name from consideration for the role this week. US President Trump has said he does not want war but warned Iran it will face obliteration if conflict broke out. Speaking to media, he said the US is open to talks but will not allow Iran to develop nuclear weapons. Tehran says the unmanned U.S. aircraft entered Iranian airspace early Thursday morning. The U.S. maintains it was shot down in international airspace. Tensions have been escalating between the two countries, with the US recently blaming Iran for attacks on oil tankers operating in the region. Back home, rain lashed most parts of Bihar today after arrival of monsoon in the state yesterday. Patna, Gaya, Nalanda and Nawada districts experienced light to medium showers. More from our correspondent.
The monsoon will cover the entire state in the next 24 hours. Met Department has forecast thunderstorm and rain accompanied with high-velocity winds reaching up to 40 km per hour in Rohtas, Buxar and East and West Champaran districts. Rain in Muzaffarpur has come as a major relief to the people in encephalitis-affected areas. Superintendent of Sri Krishna Medical College Hospital S.K. Sahi said rain in Muzaffarpur and adjoining areas will bring down encephalitis cases. With K.K. Lal's report from Patna, Anuja Bhardwajan, AIR News.
Tourists from across the country visit Himachal Pradesh throughout the year. But summer vacations and scorching heat in the plains result in the heavy influx of visitors in the hill state. To get respite from the heat wave, tourists from various parts of the country are reaching Himachal Pradesh in large numbers. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Tourists across the different states reaching in large numbers in famous tourist destinations Kullu, Manali, Rohtang, Dharamshala, McLeodganj, Kufri, Narkanda, Dalhousie, Khajiar and state capital Shimla. In Kullu and Manali, towering mountains with favorable climatic condition attracting large number of tourists and adventure enthusiasts from across the world to enjoy paragliding and river rafting. According to District Tourist Officer Kullu, Bhagchand Negi, more than 75 tourists have arrived till date as compared to last year in Kullu district itself.
इस साल 2019 में जनवरी से लेकर 15 जून 2019 तक हमारे पास लगभग 12,75,000 के करीब टूरिस्ट आ चुके हैं। पिछले साल के मुकाबले अगर बात करें तो मई और जून में हमारे यहाँ टूरिस्ट की आमद ज्यादा हुई है।
All famous tourist spots in the state are jam-packed due to tourist influx, including state capital Shimla. In view of traffic jam in Shimla city, the district administration has decided to close all public and government schools during weekend. Tourists are expected to throng the places of Himachal Pradesh in coming several weeks. Sanjay Bhandari, AIR News, Shimla.
On to sports. In the ICC Cricket World Cup, India will take on Afghanistan in their 5th round-robin match at Southampton in a short while from now. The match will begin at 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time. All India Radio will broadcast live commentary on the game from 2:30 p.m. It can be heard on Rajdhani, FM Rainbow Network and DTH Hindi. The weather in Southampton has been forecast to be mostly sunny, which could turn cloudy by night. We have a report.
Unbeaten in the tournament so far, Virat Kohli and company will be eyeing to maintain their winning streak when they face Minnows Afghanistan at the Rose Bowl in Southampton in a short while from now. India are currently 4th in the 10-team points table with 7 points, 3 behind leaders and defending champions Australia. New Zealand are 2nd and have 2 points more than the men in blue, while hosts England are 3rd with a point more than Team India. India will not only look to bag 2 points against bottom-placed Afghanistan today, but eye a big win to improve their net run rate and strengthen their chances of sealing a place in the semi-finals. Kohli, who's made a habit of breaking records, could again write his name in the history books today. In the match against Pakistan a couple of days ago, Kohli went past Sachin Tendulkar to become the fastest to reach 11,000 ODI runs. And now he's just 104 runs away from reaching the 20,000 international runs mark. If he achieves the feat, he could break Sachin's and Brian Lara's record and become the fastest to the landmark. Both Sachin and Lara took 453 innings each to complete 20,000 international runs. Kohli has played only 415 innings so far. Sabi Hassan Khan, AIR News.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to interact with leading economists in New Delhi this afternoon. India asks Pakistan to take credible and sustainable action to address global concerns on terrorism. 1 terrorist killed in an encounter with security forces in Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir. Gunfight still on. CBI registers case against Air Force and Defence Ministry officials and arms dealer Sanjay Bhandari in 2009 Pilatus aircraft deal. Sri Lanka extends state of emergency imposed after Easter Sunday attacks by another month. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, India to play Afghanistan at Southampton in a short while from now. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com. And with that, we end the Midday News.